Yeah, 7. There's Evan. All right, we see you. Is this your first time here? Yeah. Whoa. Look at your hair. All right, unmute. Let's meet. Can you unmute now? Do you know how to unmute?
Yeah, I don't know what was going on, man. My phone was kind of glitching out.
Okay. All right, brother. What brings you here? Where are you coming from?
I'm from Riverton, Wyoming, and I've just seen you on social media a lot, mainly on Instagram, and followed the page. And I don't know, I just got I've been having some pretty intense situations in my life and on my journey happen lately, and kind of got a calling to this. And I've had some other callings that are turning me into who I'm becoming now. And it's just, there's a lot going on in my life right now, and I just don't really have I have people, but I just got a good calling to this. I felt it in my chest and my intuition.
Cool.
And my mind kind of.
How old are you?
21.
Mm-hmm. Are you married?
No.
Yeah. Do you have any kids?
No, I don't.
Mm-hmm. Do you have a girlfriend?
I do.
Okay. How long?
Probably 3 years now.
Cool. Are you seeing other women?
No.
Mm-hmm. Good. How's that going? How's the relationship going?
Good. Good.
Right on.
Yeah.
So what brings? Yeah. Go ahead.
It's pretty smooth. We're kind of a lot alike in ways, and we figured out ways to communicate efficiently and like how couples should, so there's not issues that couples usually have, because I've definitely a lot of lessons in that. But what were you saying?
No, that's it. I'm just asking questions. So what are ways that couples should communicate?
I feel like when there's an issue, it's good to address it as the couple together against the situation or the problem, instead of them attacking each other. You two are arguing over, both of you come together and figure out how to get over what you guys are arguing over.
Right.
That's something that I've done that's helped me before.
That's good. And so what draws you to my teachings?
Everything. I just like your spiritual journey. I like what you say. You speak the truth. You say very real things. And I'm on a pretty good journey myself. Everyone is. We're all on a spiritual journey. And yeah, I'm just learning.
Okay, so I speak the truth. You're right. And so my job is to free the man from the clutches of the woman. And so everything you're saying right now is wrong. Did you know that? You don't know that, right? Obviously you don't know that.
No, but it's enlightened.
I'm gonna try to break it down for you, okay? And see how it goes. Now, you're new here, but a lot of people are not new here, and they're gonna understand what I'm saying. And everybody is open to disagree. So let's see how it goes. So
no, I'm very open-minded.
Good, I can see that. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna mute you and then we can talk. All right. So everybody listen up. It's my tea. Let me finish the tea. I'm rushing the tea. I don't like to do that, but whatever. All right. So let's go over this, okay? The false idea in the world, everybody, is that men and women in relationships have to bring things to the table and resolve it through communication. Okay, this is false. It's not right. It's not true. What it equals a man who's very female, feminine-like. 777 Evans. Do you feel like you're masculine or feminine? We can't hear you. You're unmuted. Sorry. You have to unmute again. When I talk, I just mute.
I definitely am feminine in ways. You're not wrong, but I definitely have a very, very good masculine side too when I tap into it more.
Right. So do you feel like you're feminine or masculine?
I feel a good 50-50.
Okay. So if you had to answer it, you would say you're half feminine, half masculine?
Yeah, I feel like there's a good balance between the two. And
should a masculine man be balanced 50% feminine?
No.
Then what are you saying? That's a good balance of it. Well, what kind of good balance is that for a man to be 50% woman?
You're correct. No, you're correct for sure.
I'm just asking a question. I'm going to ask you some questions. I'm not getting down on you. Just so you know, if like I get down on people real hard, but I do it from a place of love. So If you don't like it, you could just log off anytime. But let me ask you some questions, okay? So
Okay.
why do you think it's okay to be 50-50 masculine and women and feminine?
I don't know. I just feel like that's kind of maybe something I was raised on, feeling like everyone should be treated equally.
Correct. That's why I'm here to undo that, right? Because you're raised on that, right? And
Yeah.
so were you raised by your father?
No, my father passed away when I was 3.
Correct. So you're raised by your mother, right?
No, she's that's a story too. She's just a really bad drug addict, alcoholic, really.
Sure. Were you raised
Yeah.
by a woman or a man?
My grandmother raised me.
Exactly. So does it make sense why that you would have at least half woman in you? Does it
Oh,
make sense?
yeah, because there was just all females in my family. I had my uncles and whatnot, but no, you're correct. Yes, sir.
Yeah, exactly. And so do you like being half feminine?
I really don't because I definitely struggle mentally with issues because of it.
You got it. That's it. Yeah, very smart. Exactly right. You're exactly right on that. And a lot of people don't know that. Okay. So a lot of people don't realize that and they defend that. And it's obvious that you can see that. So a woman has mental issues, like you said, a lot of women, feminine mental issues. Now, what would happen if you started to become masculine? What would happen to your relationship? To your 3-year incredible relationship with this woman? What would she act like if you started to become masculine?
A lot more submissive.
She would? You don't think she would fight with you? She would
No,
argue? And do you think that she would want you to be more masculine?
I feel like in ways, yes, because we did go on a break because a lot of issues and because it was a lot of my fault. So yes, and I feel like honestly, I'm actually on this journey right now, and probably why I'm here right now. I'm actually kind of working on it, if that makes
Exactly.
sense.
That's exactly right here, because that's exactly what I do. I don't do anything else. Okay, so you're right on it. You're right on it. So this the girlfriend of yours, does she like controlling you?
Um, in ways, yes, but not like she used to because of some the recent issues that we had.
Right. And so does she control? Does she yell at you?
No.
No. How does she punish you?
Um, I get ignored or like I have to like get it out of her kind of.
Okay. How did your grandma used to punish you?
A stick to the ass or the face real good hard with the back of the a fist for
She used to
interrupting.
beat you. She used to beat
Yeah,
you.
not
Okay.
like that. Yeah,
Yeah. And so this girlfriend of yours, she ignores you.
in ways, yes, sometimes. But she'll still talk to me, but I'll know there's a problem. I can see
She'll
it. I'm
turn
not
cold. She'll turn cold, unaffectionate, right?
like that. Yes.
Exactly like that, right? So that's like a thing that girls do. And so how do you deal with it when she turns cold? You see yourself
Um,
getting nervous, trying to make her okay?
I do my best to try getting out of her, and then I just let her know, like, well, if you don't want to talk about it, then we don't have to talk about it, and we can just move on. Like, if it's obviously not that big of an issue, if you don't want to talk about it.
Uh-huh. And how does she act in that?
9 times out of 10, she comes. She's for the first time in like our relationship, she's talking to me about what's going on.
Okay. And when she talks to you about it, um, does she get emotional?
Um, yes, in ways, yes.
Right. And how do you handle that?
Um, man, I'm glad you're asking me questions. I don't have people ask me questions. That's kind of one of my struggles in life, because I can sit there,
Yeah, yeah, that's okay.
I, I handle it. I handle it in a pretty good manner for sure, because we usually talk it through, and
Right. So
usually
how do you handle that? She gets emotional and you say, okay, don't get emotional, or you're like, oh, you get emotional with her, she cries, you cry, you get angry. What do? You stay monotone. How do you handle her emotions when she gets
um,
emotional?
I definitely let her know it's okay. And 9 times out of 10, I'm usually lately have been right on everything. And she's really like, I don't know, she kind of like what happened to us, realized what she missed out on. And like, I couldn't have done the one time opportunity thing that I did, but I've never done that with anyone and anything in my life. And I feel like on this journey I'm on, I'm kind of learning what unconditional forgiveness means, whether I
Yeah,
like it or not. And
yeah,
so, but I'm seeing that this relationship that I have with this woman is becoming very good and more spiritual. Like she never used to be spiritual, and now she's
yeah,
starting to tap, surprising me.
yeah. Nice, nice. Do you lead her?
I was told that the other day. I had a download because she read my aura or something for the first time. She saw something. She looked at me and saw something she's never seen before and described it to me. And then I got a download, if you know what downloads are,
I
and
understand what you mean.
Yeah, I got told I need to lead her because she's one of the ones, or she's a very good, I don't know, just a feminine. She's a very good feminine energy that could help a lot of other females.
Okay. And so do you lead her?
I do, yes.
Okay. And
And
how do you lead her?
I lead her in the right direction and what's right in life. And when she's struggling with something, I I get like I kind of have three voices in my head: myself, my more ego, and my higher self, my intuition. Sorry, I'm
Mhm.
struggling right now. I don't talk to people a lot, and this is a lot for me, but I'm doing my best.
You're doing good. You're doing good. No, everybody's very similar. So just nobody, everything you're saying, everybody has been through, most people. And the people that haven't been through it, they need to go through it. So there's no difference. I've been through it. So I know exactly what you're saying. So go ahead.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so I always listen to my higher self, my intuition, and I tell her that what I get, and it's always a good vibe. And we just lead in that right direction of the. We're working on following the creator, you know, as fully as we can, and just being good people, working on just trying to be good humans.
Yes, very good. And so does she obey you?
Yes.
Yes, obey. Like you say it, she does it.
Oh yeah.
She doesn't argue.
Not no. No, actually, not really.
So then is there any problems in the relationship right now, or is it all smooth?
It's awesome.
How long has it been awesome?
Um, since we've been figuring everything out, getting back together, it fell out for a minute, but I feel like that was a lot on my end because just a lot of my issues growing up, mommy issues, and I'd
Right.
shut off hardcore and be quiet. And you know, you can't do that to a female.
Yeah. What are you supposed to do with the female?
Um, give them a. I hope this is correct. From what I
Well,
feel,
just your answer, and I'll have my answer, and then you can figure out what the truth is.
just treat them right and let them know that you're their man and they obey you and treat you right and they don't go off with anyone else and
Mm-hmm.
you respect them too
Mm-hmm.
and respect you.
Uh-huh. And so okay, that's very good. So do you have any questions right now?
Um, I can't think of any right now just because I'm kind of pretty nervous. Not gonna lie, but
Okay.
no, I'm glad I'm here.
Okay, good. And so why are you nervous?
Just don't talk in front of people a lot.
Right, but you're talking right now. So what makes you nervous when you talk about it? Does something in your head say something like everyone's judging you or looking at you? What is it? What does the voice say?
Um, I don't know. I just haven't had like a group of guys that I
You
can
have a
go
group
to.
of guys in your head?
Yeah, like I haven't really had a fatherly figure aspect in my life, like
Right.
more or less like emotional, I guess, if that makes sense.
What's emotional? You're emotional or something else?
Like I meant like an emotional like thing with the father wound. Like
Yeah.
I've never had a group of guys or people. Like I've had people in my uncles and you know people in my life, but like just on my journey I'm on right now because no one really
Yeah.
understands more or less because I changed a lot in the past 3 years, like incredibly, like and yeah, I
Yeah.
just it's kind of like I don't know. But everything's like okay at the same time.
Yeah. Do you think that you're doing good when you're talking right now? How do you think you're doing?
I think I'm doing actually really good.
Yeah. Are you surprised?
Yeah, very.
Because what is so difficult about talking? What's the nerves about? I know you haven't had a father figure and all that. That's in the past. In the
Yeah.
present time, what's the problem?
Um,
If you look at it right now, when you're talking, you're telling me your truth. That's how you feel. That's who you are. You're the one that knows you. I'm asking because I don't know you, right?
yeah.
What's the problem with just saying who you are and how you are? What's the problem with that?
I I don't know. It makes me kind of feel uncomfortable in ways, but I know in ways that I'm a lot more powerful than I think I am, and I'm a lot
Yeah,
more, and I know I'm being called in life to be
yeah,
more powerful and to help others. So I'm
yeah,
just kind of self through a bubble.
yeah. So you say it makes you uncomfortable, and what's uncomfortable about it?
You know, I'm not sure how to answer that quite right now.
Yeah, look at it. What's uncomfortable about it? You're in it. You're talking. Got a bunch of people looking at you. Look at everybody's faces. Look how ugly everybody is.
Um, really nothing. Like if you want me to be real, really,
Yeah,
like well, I don't know why I should be uncomfortable because really, like we're all human.
yeah. So take a look at it. Like, what are you uncomfortable about?
Talking in front of guys, in front of a group of guys that probably are having the same stuff I'm having. I feel alone when I'm really not because I don't reach out to nobody.
Yeah. Is anybody? Just take a look. They're gonna raise their hands. Everybody's honest here, 100%, right? Does anybody understand what he's saying? Has been through something similar? Okay, my hand is up. Look around, look around, look around, look around, look around, look around. You see it? You see everybody?
Yeah, that's giving me goosebumps. Huh.
Okay, good. There you go. Okay, so you see, we all look different, right? Some people are black, white, orange. Some people are tough looking. Some people look weak as fuck. It's like everybody's everywhere, right? But everybody's getting what you're saying. So what is there to be nervous about? Think about it for a second.
Sharing our experiences with each other, maybe?
Yeah, but what about that makes you uncomfortable? Why should that be uncomfortable? I'm curious. Like, look, you're smart. Why should that be uncomfortable?
You shouldn't. I shouldn't.
You're not, but you are. Are you uncomfortable? Are you uncomfortable? Take a look at it. Are you uncomfortable? Or is a voice telling you should be uncomfortable?
I'm just uncomfortable. There's a voice telling me I shouldn't be uncomfortable. I'm just uncomfortable.
And what does being uncomfortable feel like?
It don't feel good. But
so what does it feel like? What does it feel like? Not good. What does not good feel like? Is it like you get something in your tummy? Is it like in your throat, or like you're tense? What does that not good feeling feel like?
Kind of for me, it's in my nerves.
Okay, so you're experiencing it in your nerves?
Yeah.
You have that right now?
A little bit.
A little bit?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what would happen right now if you just for a second, just relax? What would happen? Try it. Just relax. Just don't give a fuck for a second. Have a little bit of faith, right? None of us have any control. Like, we really don't have that much control, right?
No, we have no control.
No, you could just speak. Yeah, exactly. So you got that. So if you don't have any control, then what are you trying to control right now? Are you trying to control something? Are you trying to control how people think about you or feel about you? What is the judge? What are you trying to control here?
I feel like it's subconscious stuff that I'm kind of working on.
Yeah, like what?
Subconscious programming, how we're raised.
Yeah, but I know those words, but I don't understand them. What do they mean?
I'm pretty sheltered where I'm from, so maybe I've never really got out in front of a lot of people ever. And I've kind of been told like to stay where I'm at and to not like branch out, and like my first time in a big city was hardcore, not gonna lie, because I'm from a little town, out in Wyoming.
And what was so hard about it?
The people. I just feel everyone's energy a lot, and I feel like through this phone call too, even though it's through a phone, I can kind of like feel everyone's energy in ways.
And so what does their energy have to do with you?
None.
Right, there's you, right? Then there's everybody's energy. Walking through the city is all this energy. And what does that have to do with you?
Absolutely nothing.
Right, so if it has nothing to do with you, then what's the problem with people having whatever energy they have?
There shouldn't be a problem.
There shouldn't, right?
Yeah.
Is there a problem?
No, I feel like sometimes I have to double check myself. If that makes sense, like that other voice in my head, like, hey man, like you're really okay. Like, what are you struggling? And really, like, I'll really think and there'll be nothing. And it's like, and then I'll calm down a little bit.
Have you ever not thought? Have you ever been in a state of not thinking and just being?
Monotone?
No, not monotone, but just being. Like, kind of like a child is just being. They're not really thinking about stuff.
Yes, in states of meditation, deep meditation, and doing things I enjoy doing, yes.
Exactly, doing things you enjoy doing, like an innocence, right? Have you ever felt that innocence of just being?
Yes, and there's nothing to worry about at all.
Right. So in that state, is there any voices in your head talking?
Not usually, but if so, it's usually my higher self.
And how can you tell the difference between the higher self and the lower self?
Well, for me, this might sound a little crazy, but I'll hear a voice, and then I'll know it's not good because it'll just feel wrong. It'll feel low. It'll be a low vibrational like sound, and then it'll kind of laugh at me, and I'll know, yep, that's my ego, and then I'll listen to my higher self.
Right.
And like
and the one who's listening. What about the one who's listening to both? Who's that?
Me.
Right. And so that one who's listening, what if he stopped listening to them? What would happen?
I don't know, because I don't do it all the time. It's just in situations where I need to make a deep like decision or something that like intuitively I know.
Right. So when does faith play a part in your life? When you make big decisions or small decisions?
Big decisions.
So when you make big decisions, faith is a good choice, right? Do you agree?
Yeah, I agree.
So then when you're saying you make big decisions, the voices come in your head, right?
Yep.
That's the time to not listen to the voices in the head, because that's not faith. Faith is just like, trusting, right? Just letting, hey, that's faith. Like, I believe in something higher. And now the voice comes in because the voice wants to make sure you're okay or doing the right thing. Like, you're better, even when it speaks positive, right? You're better than this. You're strong in this. It's still a voice, right? And faith is just, hey, thank you for your advice, but I'm good. Why? Because I'm one with the creator. I'm the creator's son. So I'm good. He takes care of me, right? Like the fool in the tarot card. I'm fine. My eyes are closed. I'm walking on alligators, whistling in the wind. And, we're all going to die. And it's a little journey, not a big deal. And I'm going to just walk through it, and I'm going to be me, because we don't know where those voices come from, even when they're good. So one of the things that I teach here is to not listen to the voices in the head, even when they give you positive advice, because the devil takes many disguises, right? If the enemy always entered the door threatening you, we would always know who the enemy is. But many times people have been betrayed by people who weren't aggressive, right? It was people that pretended to love them and things like that. So that's the voices in the head too, okay? It's very nice talking to you. If any questions come up, just raise your hand. I'm going to go on, okay? Nice meeting you. Nice. How do you feel right now? Are you nervous right now?
No, I just feel how powerful you really are, and I just got a really huge wave of calmness after listening to what you just said, because that really bullseye.
So do you feel nervous right now?
No, not as bad as I did.
But do you feel nervous right now?
No, not as bad
not
as
at
I
all,
did.
right?
No,
No, not bad. Okay, say not as bad as I did. Do you feel nervous right now?
Slightly, just a little bit, just because I'm
Okay.
kind of in life. I don't know. I'm always consciously aware and stuff. I'm just working on the journey.
Right. So you're nervous right now still?
Not like I was. I feel a little nervousness in me, but not like I was.
And what is that little nervousness? What is that like?
It's like antsy, kind of like I should be doing I know what I should be doing. I'm just like, that jumps just a lot.
And what you should be doing
Yeah.
right now?
Just in life in general, like what I'm.
Yeah, but don't worry about life right now, right? Don't worry about life, right? That's the mind pushing you out of present time. What about right now? What should you be doing right now? Should you be doing anything right now? Should you be like at work or something?
No.
Are you fine where you are right now?
Oh yeah.
For sure. Do you know that? Take a look. Are you okay where you are?
Yeah, 110%.
Okay, so the next moment that pretends like it's the future, it's gonna feel just like that every time, just so you know. And the only time it doesn't feel like that is when you jump in your mind and go forward. Right? So even when a guy is like about to kill you, or you're on your deathbed dying, in that very moment, it still feels like this. Literally. And maybe like your stomach hurts or something, right? But it feels like this. And then the mind pushes forward and goes, oh my God, what if I die next moment or something, right? And so in the moment, okay, so in the moment, do you need to be doing anything else besides what you're doing?
No.
Okay. Are you nervous right now?
No.
You're not nervous?
No.
All right. What does it feel like to not be nervous?
It feels a lot more comfortable.
Yeah. Okay. So a man is not nervous. Women are nervous. Okay. Nice meeting you. All right.
You too.
Class. All right. I'm going to mute you for a second. If you have a question, raise your hand. All right. Master Pyro, what do you think about that?
Man, that was great to see, man.
What did you get from it? What was revealed to you from that? That's Master Pyro. You don't know, he's a very famous director. He works with all celebrities and hot models. Okay, that's what we like. Otherwise, we don't like him. If he didn't have hot models and wasn't working with celebrities, we wouldn't even talk to him. Okay, but that's what makes him cool. So what did you get from that?
Man, I feel a lot cleaner just listening to that conversation, man. Like, just how smooth he answered everything from where he's coming from and how you ask every question. I'm walking through it in my own mind as well, and I'm seeing how many things I would try to, I don't know what's the word, but I just couldn't have walked through that sequence as smooth as how that happened. And for me, it just cleaned me inside, the sense of what am I worried about? Why am I worried about so many things in my mind? Why am I taking my mind in the future? Like that whole thing he did at the end, as far as like, you know, how the mind pushes you into the future like that, and it takes you out of this present moment. And I started seeing how often I do that, and it kind of pushes me back into that meditative state I go to when I create a video, where my mind is not doing that. Like my mind is not pushing into the future per se. It's literally walking through the moment of what's available there, and it's just happening. It's just happening, and it just kind of brought me more closer to that than wherever the fuck I thought I was. Like, I don't know. It took me out of that completely.
Yeah, nice. Okay, Rafael Hernandez. Did you see that chick yesterday?
I did, yeah.
How'd that go?
It went pretty well.
What happened? You look all happy.
Yeah. No, you were right. I thought it was like a rejection and everything, but once I got that out of my mind, I was just in a better mood, and I feel like she like just sensed that. You know, like I didn't give a fuck. Like I know it's all gonna be okay.
And so, what happened when you saw her? Any interaction or anything?
Yeah, well, I just said hi. You know, how I usually do. A little bit more, like, you know, more happy or whatever.
Yeah.
She might have maybe expected that I'd be like, okay, or just lower tone or some shit, right? But I didn't. I just kept going. And then actually what happened next is pretty interesting, because she was gonna order something to eat, right? And she could have waited for like she was gonna order something to eat.
Yeah.
And she could have waited for like, she could have asked any other coworker to like help her out that speaks Spanish or whatever.
Yeah.
But she just looked for me, and I was like, okay, I'll help you out. And she's like, oh, you want to share? And I'm like, oh yeah, sure, I can share. I'll get some food, or I'll take some food.
Nice, because you didn't react to her. You see that?
Yeah. And then when I left, or when she was leaving, right, I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna go to Mexico. You're not gonna see me again. And she was like, not gonna see you again. I'll see you in 2 weeks. And I'm like, no, I'm gonna stay there. I'm not gonna see you again. And
yeah, you should have said, I'm gonna get married and have a bunch of kids.
That's what I was saying. I was still telling everyone else that if I find my wife, I'm not gonna come back. I was just gonna stay there. And she was like, okay, well then I'll visit you there or something. That's what she said, and she left. She gave me a hug and then she left.
Yeah. So you see that she wasn't rejecting you by not answering your text, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You feel calmer today?
I do feel calmer.
You look better, dude. You look calmer and stronger. Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. And what is it like listening to Evan? What was that like for you? Evan, that's the newest student and one of the youngest. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I just saw. I like his perspective a lot, his journey a lot, how he handled himself, and how he was really introspective. You know, I saw that from him. I was like, okay, that's really cool that he could do that and all that. He recognizes, you know, a lot of the truth that people try to hide behind, like their egos and everything. So I was like, okay, wow, this guy's more transparent than a lot more people than I've ever met.
Yeah. Did you see how him being truthful helped him like get through so fast? And you guys have seen me question people that like go all around everywhere.